The In God We Trust is a privately owned slavery system that serves to solicit the consent of the governed in order to manufacture an illusion of scarcity and socially engineer subject status to debt and lack. This scheme is sleight of hand, which creates disorder by insisting on competition and disallowing open and free cooperation between groups and peers. On the macro level, this becomes Hamas, aka structural violence. In our pursuit of understanding the underlying forces that shape our society, it is crucial to examine the systems that govern our lives, both explicitly and implicitly. One such system, as highlighted by activists like Peter Joseph and Jacques Fresco, is the privately owned In God We Trust model. This system, they argue, perpetuates an illusion of scarcity and fosters a culture of competition, ultimately leading to structural violence on a macro level. The In God We Trust system can be seen as a mechanism that reinforces social hierarchies and maintains the status quo. By fostering a belief in scarcity, it creates an environment where individuals and groups are pitted against one another in a relentless struggle for resources, power, and status. This competitive dynamic not only inhibits open and free cooperation between peers, but also propagates a form of structural violence known as Hamas. Peter Joseph, a prominent sociopolitical activist and filmmaker, emphasizes that this system is designed to manipulate the consent of the governed by manufacturing an illusion of scarcity. He argues that the perceived lack of resources is a tool used to justify the perpetuation of power imbalances and socioeconomic inequalities. In his film series, Zeitgeist, Joseph exposes how this manufactured scarcity undermines the potential for human progress and collective well-being. Similarly, Jacques Fresco, a futurist and social engineer, asserts that competition in society is inherently inefficient and detrimental to the greater good. Fresco contends that a system predicated on the need to outperform others creates a culture of division and conflict, effectively stifling innovation and collaboration. In his work, Fresco advocates for a resource-based economy, where the focus is shifted from competition to cooperation and the equitable distribution of resources. The writings of Joseph and Fresco shed light on how the In God We Trust system perpetuates structural violence and thwarts our ability to create a more harmonious and equitable society. By uncovering the ways in which this system reinforces the illusion of scarcity and fosters competition, we can begin to challenge its hold on our lives and work towards a more inclusive and cooperative future. In conclusion, the In God We Trust system, as examined through the lens of sociopolitical activists like Peter Joseph and Jacques Fresco, serves as a sobering reminder of the insidious forces at play in our society. By exposing its mechanisms and exploring alternative models, we can begin to dismantle the structures of oppression and violence that hinder our collective potential.